My name is Deqa and today we're here at Royal Holloway College in Egham. This is my university. This is where I go to study politics and international relations, and there's also a variety of students, you know, from all backgrounds. So there's every colour, every culture and religion here. The minute that I kind of sit here, I felt, you know, that I would be fine in fitting in. It was very hard for me to be able to move away from home to come to university here, because it's not really a normal thing that you would see a Muslim girl moving away from the family home. So for me to have done this at this age, and it was a massive journey for me to do that, and also a journey for my parents as well, because they sort of had to accept their youngest daughter leaving home and sort of going out into the big wide world on her own. Moving away from home has opened my eyes to what's really out there, but at the same time it hasn't made me feel as though what I have got originally is something that I want to leave behind. Obviously we have our problems just like any other community out there, and I just felt because recently there has been like an increase in crime amongst Somalian boys, and all these emergence of gangs, Somalian gangs, and I just thought, you know, beforehand there was no mention of them, and all of a sudden they come into the public domain in a negative light. So I felt I had the need to sort of say that, you know, there's another side, there's a better side and a bigger side.
Allah, Samara, May,
my parents are very open-minded when it comes to things like education, even though they haven't been educated themselves, yet they still have that knowledge that, you know, education is really significant for anyone to succeed in life.
Oh no!
Fortunately for me, I've come across some really nice teachers who were always willing to give me that extra help, and also I think some of my English teachers especially have realised that I seem to be creative and I loved reading and writing. I remember reading Jane Eyre, and till this day it's still my favourite book. It sort of talked about the role of women in that period and how it was maybe difficult for them to sort of fit into society, and also different classes, and it's interesting how a lot of those things may still exist in modern society.
I
have a strong relationship with my parents, and they've been through quite a lot of difficulties, as I'm sure a lot of other Somalian parents have, to bring their children over here for a better life and a better future for their family in general. The culture that Somalians see when they come to England is so different from the one that they left behind, that often their children can become alienated from their parents as they thrive in their new culture, whilst the parents get left behind in the old one. I think that it's possible to have multiple identities and embrace a new culture, whilst at the same time not rejecting your old one and traditional values which your parents grew up in. So I want to have a life that's different to my mother, in the sense that I want to have a career and make the most of what this modern world has to offer, but at the same time remain strong with my traditional values.
Product.